Alright, welcome back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little outside tour of our Black Series. I opened a couple things up here, got the windows open, and we are going to give you a little rundown of things it has. I guess we'll just start right in here. This is a nice little fold down tray that folds up and down, a little extra. On the outside here we also got a GFI outlet and a 12 volt outlet as well, as you can see there. Two marine grade speakers already mounted on the outside. We also have a Dometic awning this whole way across the front here. As you can see, there's two light bars on the outside here and back up there above the window. This door is pretty neat. I'll give you a little rundown of that then. The screen door is actually separate from the door itself. It does have three latches here, right in the middle, and up here as well. It does latch very well. The door itself actually clicks in and locks in right here, and up here the actual door to this, so you can leave the screen door open and go ahead and lock it. So I'll go ahead and show you the storage compartments here. This is the front storage compartment. This is actually a pass-through. Storage goes all the way to the other side. We do have it kind of stuffed full at the moment. I actually filmed this video when we got it, but the footage was just not good, so I figured I'd go ahead and redo it. Our propane storage here up front, all clean. There is room for two 30-pounders instead of two 20-pounders in here as well. And then this is another large storage compartment. Figure at the moment I just use this for garbage storage. It goes up inside here pretty good. Everything does have gas struts on it up front here, along with the same piano hinges that are inside. Pretty nice, as well as these latches. They actually, from the outside, they do lock, and you can see they pivot down. They got a little push piece right here that releases them. One of the tongue here does have a Dolly Jack. It has a wheel on it. Pretty nice. As well as it does have an Anderson plug now. Black Series describes this wrong. You would have to rewire this to hook up solar panels at this point. It is just direct hookup to a battery, the one battery under the seat that I showed inside. You would have to rewire this to the solar charger to put extra panels on if you had a set of folding panels or something that you wanted to add to it. Just a little tip for any owners or anybody out there looking to buy one. Does have an e-brake. This runs to the two front axles, or the two front wheels on the trailer. It only runs those two, up and down, clicks. And then of course you have the polyblock hitch that pivots up and down. This also pivots both ways here. The hitch does work pretty well. Of course, your safety change, and then it does have a standard 7-way plug here. There is a junction box right here for all your wiring in the trailer. This goes in, and then it comes out the bottom and runs in the frame rail there and back underneath the trailer. The jack handle does come off. That way you don't lose it. It is external. These jacks are not good as far as running the dolly wheel. The height of these trailers to the bottom of the frame is pretty crazy. I think there's like 26 inches of clearance here. So basically when you run this down, this jack's pretty much fully extended past the max. So I went ahead and got this leg here, this foot, that sticks up in the bottom. Now I didn't drill a hole yet. I'd actually like to drill a hole up in here to hold the piece in. That way I don't have to take it in and out. But that'll give you a little rundown of that. Walk around here to the other side. This is the other side of the pass-through storage compartment. This has your panel box in it. This is a Homeline panel box. I believe it's a square D panel box. Got all your breakers. You can see everything's labeled there. Pretty neat, pretty nice. There is also a light up in here to light it up. So give you an idea there. And then up here we have our shore power plug-in, hot water heater. This is our vent for our gas furnace. Now up here at the top we do have another LED light bar. Outside shower here. Now this is actually plumbed in underneath the kitchen sink. Just to give you an idea of where this is at. This does have a nice little hook piece on the bottom here, in case you want to mount this sucker up. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and do this. So yes, this mounts up just like neatly like that. It does have a little on-off valve on the top for volume control. So gives you an idea there. Going around to the back, this is your connections into the back of the fridge, and then another 12-volt outlet over here if you want to air down or pump up your tires. You can see there. The drinking water fill and the general water tank fill. Now this is where I said the newer 2020 trailers actually have a drinking water connection or a general water connection right in here. So I need to wait. I actually have the parts, so I'm going to go ahead and install one and give you a little rundown around the back. All LED lights, your turn signals, a reverse light, and then a brake light. I'm not sure which way. I think this is brake and this is turn signal. Of course, your two spares. You do have two 9,000 pound rated tow hooks on each side. Around to the back, and all the lighting is LED. Pretty nice quality. So back in the back here we have our two 25-gallon tanks. This is your black water here, and this is your gray water. They're mounted together. They run into this center inlet dump. And as you can see, the suspension underneath, there's limiting chains on each axle. Of course, electric brakes, dual shocks, and I'll give you a little idea of what's going on underneath. There is, you see the tank in the middle there, that is a 16-gallon drinking water tank. That runs through the filters underneath the sink. Only inside though does it have a drinking water. And I'll show you up front then what we got up front. This spare tire rack is removable. Everything is hot dip galvanized. You can see they drilled holes in it to even when they hot dipped it so that it went inside the tubes. So pretty nice quality stuff. Your stabilizer legs all drop down. There is a light bar on the back as well. Gives you an idea of that. So that gives you a little rundown. And then the coolest part here, you have the outside kitchen. This outside kitchen is one really nice feature. I'm going to pull it out here kind of slowly. This is your support leg for it. This will give you an idea here. Sink outside. Nice little storage area here. Little area to put stuff in. Got a drawer. Another drawer for some utensils. Looks like got some dog food in there already. This is just an access for under the sink. But this is all stainless. Then also got your water hookup hose that hooks up here, and your gas hookup hose here, and your connections here underneath. So it just gives you a little rundown of what we got going on. There is a drain for the sink. This is just a plastic tube that pulls down. I generally just kind of stuff it over there to let it just kind of drain the gray water out onto the ground. You could put a bucket underneath of it if you wanted to. So that gives you an idea. Of course, you've seen all the rock rails underneath around the sides. And I'll give you an idea here. This is the stabilizer legs. They all fold down here pretty neatly, and they are adjustable, so they all come down like so. Got a loose foot on them, and then you just run them down with a 19, stabilize it up. They are not jacks. You can't level the camper with them. You almost need to have it level in the first place, and then just run them down. I mean, you probably tweak it a little bit, a 1/4 inch in a corner or something if you needed to, but they do not have a good quality gear inside. It's just basically a casted gear. So I'll give you a rundown of the outside. Of course, the Dometic stove here, and it does have an igniter in it, and there is a cord here with a 12-volt plug that plugs in there. So hopefully that gives you an idea of some of the stuff that's on the 19. The quality of these is pretty good. They do have some problems. With any trailer, they all have problems, I'll put it that way. I mean, we all expect to have some issues. I would say with any camper. It's like a home on wheels. So thanks for watching. stay tuned for some future episodes.